Hey guys, this is Roger from RV Rental Housing. Walk with me as we tour your Forest River BLK Cherokee. All right, so as we kind of walk through, I guess things to kind of keep in mind. You do have your awning here. They do estimate about 8 feet to come out. Your awning switch is actually ran inside, and I'll show you guys that as we do get inside. Kind of walking around here, there's really not much to really go over, but quick things to bring up. This is your exhaust port for your furnace. So when you guys are utilizing your heat, it's using propane as its active heat source. So this will be blowing hot air from here. So watch your air, or watch yourselves in this area and try not to block it for any reason. On this trailer, is kind of one cool feature about this Cherokee is you do have exterior speakers, one here and one here, and those are all activated and functions will be on the inside. This guy here is actually just an outside cover. This is an access panel to the rear of the fridge. Nothing our customers should be getting into, but for any reason, if you see anybody back here, that's exactly what that's for. Quick outside TV mount, and then we have two outside electrical boxes. First one here is going to be the electrical outlets like you do have inside. Keep in mind they are GFCI protected. Under this one here, you're going to have two channel ports. You'll have your standard coax cable here and an HDMI port for you right there. Awesome. So as we move on to the front entrance into the rear of the RV here, your step downs are here. Compartment door, housing for any additional equipment you guys would like to store. It's all for you guys. So as we walk towards the front of the RV, here will be your propane tanks, and I'll go ahead and show you guys how to switch these tanks out now. Your RV comes with two full propane tanks, both stationed on the front of the outside of your RV. There are 4 appliances that run off of propane tanks: the stovetop, the oven, the furnace, and you can also use propane for the water heater. But the water heater does have capability of running off electricity, as long as you keep the HTR switch off. When you use the gas in the propane tank, you'll need to swap them out. Swapping propane tanks, first you want to go ahead and close this guy here, close your tank that you're going to be removing, close it off. Then your regulator in the middle will show red when it's completely empty. We're going ahead and moving this regulator off to the right hand side, so you're now drawing from that second propane tank. Open that tank up and you're all good to go. So as you see, they kind of meet in the middle. That regulator does regulate pressure coming inside. So let's go ahead and process with removing the LP tank. So first we'll remove the top wing nut. And then from here, you can go ahead and find your propane hose. Again, lefty-loosey to remove it. Awesome. We can take the entire regulator off. Leaving the other one hooked up is not harmful in any way. Go ahead and remove the crossbar, take your LP tank off. Now putting it back up, super easy. Gonna go ahead and put it back on this track here. Get it into place. Go ahead and grab your crossbar to keep it secure. And next we can go ahead and grab the regulator. Toss the regulator back into its appropriate position there. Go ahead and get your propane hose righty-tighty. And then from here you can all finished up, go ahead and toss on your wing nut. Now once that's on, you can go ahead and put your cover back on and you're all good to go. The next space to really touch is going to be this quick section here. Again, this is another access port, and good information for you to have. This is actually access to the water heater. If you were actually asked to get into here, the way to access this is actually getting that tab straight, opening it up, and this is a full access here. To be honest, this is just going to be access if anyone needs to get here, but one thing to show you is actually your switch here. This switch there, the on-off switch, is going to be your electric water heater on-off. So if you guys do plan to utilize the electric side of the hot water heater, make sure this tab is on the on position. Moving on, the next two water connections we have here, This one is going to be your freshwater fill. So to fill up your actual 40 gallons of water on board, because you still do have capabilities of boondocking, you're going to put your water hose here, other end to your water spigot, turn on your water spigot and let it fill up. It'll actually start shooting water back at you from this breather port here, letting you know it is all the way filled. Next one you have is actually going to be your city water connection. So this is going to be the actual connection you're going to have your water hose hooked up to if you are pulling water from your house spigot. Really easy to set up. You basically just use the knob here, thread on your water hose, kick your water spigot on. Make sure you have your water pressure regulator, and you're all good to go. Down here is actually just a box for the outside shower, so if you need to wash your hands or anything like that, that is all going to be housed under here. Awesome. So as we move on, if you guys are going to get cable hookup, if your cable provider is coming out to hook up your cable directly to the trailer, this is the actual hookup they'll be going into there. Your slide out, keep in mind another 3 feet. This is going to be your actual main 50 amps. So your main power cord is actually hooked up to here. You'll see your power cord hooked up here. The other end will be going directly into your power outlet. So one thing I do want to bring to your guys' attention down here is the actual waste cleanouts, and I'll show you how to do that in just a sec. So anyways, with these ones, it's pretty easy. It's got one main clean out, just like every other trailer we do have. This one here is going to be housing all of your gray water. So your smaller valve, smaller piping is going to be your gray water. This bigger valve here, bigger valve, bigger piping is going to be your black water. This is housing all of your sinks, showers, and soapy water. This is going to be housing all your toilet waste. This one you actually can open and let run off into your yard. This black one, let our waste services and waste management handle all this for you. Black tank waste, gray tank showers and sinks. All right, so open a pool, push to close. All right, to be honest, there's really not much in the back, a spare tire, but you will be utilizing this because this will be all used during transport. And to be honest, guys, that's the exterior walkthrough of your BLK. Let's go ahead and walk on the inside. So we're gonna go ahead and go quickly over your monitor panel, your BLK. Here we go, HTR switch, that will be hot water heater. But this here is activating and utilizing the propane as your heating source. Water pump here, again, you still have capabilities of utilizing the 40 gallons of water on board. So kick that on for your water pump. Up here, we have your actual tank indicators, your battery. Now when you're plugged in, keep in mind that will be reading full. Fresh water, you can kind of see here we have empty, a third, 2/3, and full. You want to make sure yours is either full or obviously above the empty mark if you're going to be utilizing any of this water. And the pump, black tank there and gray tank there. Just to kind of help you guys out. When we do see empty, a third, 2/3, it's actually referring to this one, and this one. Tanks empty, 2/3 full. Battery life charged, good, fair, and low. But just a quick run through of your monitor panel. So as you walk in, obviously it's gonna be pretty dark. These 3 switches here are all gonna be interior light switches. 1, 2, 3. Now these 2 switches on the other side are actually the core lighting. You're gonna see one of them there turns on your outside awning LED. This one here turns on those nice LEDs right above that slide out. The next buttons you have are going to be your awning extend and retract. Extend, pretty easy. Extend, push it in to take it out. Retract to bring it back in. Next one is a slide out in and out switch. Now, realistically, you may not be dealing with this switch very often, but it is slide out in and slide out for any reason. Great. So this is your Dometic 3-button T-stat, which I really love. The functions of this guy are really easy, and it's really easy to operate. First, you're going to go ahead and push your on and off button. That cycles between all your different selections. On, off here, fan, cool, and furnace. So that's going to be your selector between fan, cool, or furnace. I'm going to kick it on our cool side for now. This is actually going to be your temperature up, your temperature down. Furnace, same thing, temperature up, temperature down. Keep in mind when you are running the furnace, it is utilizing propane as its main heating source. And to actually shut the furnace off or shut the entire system off, come to this off side, let the LED little light go off, and you're all good. That is your Dometic 3-button T-step. So right below your refrigerator, you have your main distribution panel here. Now, to open this panel, we're actually gonna push here, and that's gonna go ahead and expose all of our breakers and all of our fuses. Now, all of our breakers are all labeled onto this side, so if you feel that the microwave has tripped, you usually see this guy hanging out right in the middle. But to reset it, knock it all the way down, kick it back up, and you'll be good to go. The fuses here, you do have a quick legend showing you which fuse goes to which appliance. So if you see any of those burnt, or if you feel that you have lost power, let's say in your kitchen area, pull this fuse out and make sure it's good. Other than that, that will be your distribution panel. Awesome. So the way you get these to ignite, go ahead and turn on each according burner, and you'll be using this as your main striker. So you're going to come here, open it up, use this guy here, crank it over, same, come to the next one, do the same thing, turn it on. Perfect, come to the next one, turn that on. You can adjust your flame from here. And then turn them off. So this is going to be lighting your Suburban oven. Now you are going to need your own lighter. That's first things first. Now you're going to start off with your pilot knob, which is right here. You can go ahead and grab this guy. Now you can kind of see where it says pilot on. Now at this point, this doesn't want to go any further. So at that stopping point, you're going to push and hold it in. At the exact same time you're pushing and holding it in, you're going to use your other hand to actually self-ignite it. So you're going to grab your lighter, kick it on, and the sweet spot area is right here. Hold your lighter to it. You'll see your pilot light kick on. As you see, I'm still pushing that, holding this in. You can go ahead and adjust your temperature, and you're all good to go. When receiving your new trailer, the tanks are oftentimes sent completely empty, allowing for a plastic smell to accumulate throughout the trailer. Tank seasoning is a process of introducing water and chemical packets, the porta packs, into the tank to season for later use. To season your tank, press down on the pedal for 100 seconds, allowing 5 gallons of water to flow into the tank. Next, add the porta pack seasoning packet. Today, we're going to show you how to properly use antifreeze in your RV to avoid valves freezing during the colder seasons. Pour about half a cup of antifreeze each into your toilet, shower, and both your bathroom and kitchen sink. So to go over your bunk functions, you do have one switch here and the main power to that on. Now this is going to be the off position, this will be your on position, and raising of the beds will just be done via the switch. All the way down, bringing it back up. And that's your bed operation.